Hey Jordan, I'm Brandon. I'm the guy that talked to you on the phone a little bit ago. And here's the video that I said I was going to make for you. So I'm going to try to keep it super short and sweet and not go too crazy, but still give you some information so that you can kind of understand this better, I guess. But I think you already kind of have a good grasp of it. Let me real quick I'm just going to show you my Facebook profile since we used to live in Surprise. I'm like hardly active on here, but Uh, we're living in Georgia right now. We're gonna actually be moving to Texas this summer, but we're coming back through Arizona in April. Just to we're gonna kind of visit our friends there, and I'm gonna see all my clients. I've got people in Scottsdale, Tempe, Surprise. So we're gonna see those people as well. But so here's my thing. Still says lives in Surprise AZ, but we don't anymore. I'm gonna show you my wife here. Um, Like she's way more active on her profile. So there's our daughter now. She just turned 2 on Valentine's Day, so she's a lot bigger now. But um, yeah, I just wanted to show you that so you see that I'm like a real dude. Okay, so Microblading Phoenix, and like I told you, it gets 480 searches a month, right? So the way that I know if something's easy to rank or can happen more quickly is if these 3 businesses that are in the maps are nowhere to be found on page 1, or if maybe one of them is on page 1. If all 3 are like 1, 2, and 3 organic, then you know it's difficult. It's like a high competition market to get into. Um, the only one, where is it? This Flawless Beauty. So that's these guys actually. Flawless Beauty. That's their website. These 2 websites are nowhere on page 1. So that tells me that basically they're not doing anything in terms of optimizing their website to rank on Google. So what I do is I build out a site all about microblading in Phoenix, and I just do way more than the competition does. I build more pages. I add more content. I talk much more. I go much more in depth, I guess, as to what microblading is and stuff like that. So think about the way Google works, right? I think I told you this on the phone. If I search elephants, the #1 page is Wikipedia's page on elephants because Google sees that as the most authoritative source of information to put in front of my eyeballs, right? If I searched elephants and I got information back about like dining room tables, I would use a different search engine. But everyone uses Google because they're good at what they do. So 20,000 words or more here, all about elephants, everything you could ever want to know, the anatomy and physiology, all that stuff. So Google wants to put those pages that are the most authoritative and have the most relevant information in front of the eyes of the searcher. So same thing goes for a local business, right? I'm going to build a site that's just better than everybody else. I'm going to talk all about microblading and the different aspects of it and how long it lasts and side effects and whatever, all kinds of different stuff. And then I'm going to build links to it. So let me just show you this real quick. This is a tool called Majestic where I can see the backlinks of another website. So how many links and from where are pointing to that website. So let's look at these guys that we saw, the Flawless Beauty. So let me copy their URL, put it in there. Okay. Now see, this is a great sign. The fact that their trust flow is 1, it's not good at all. Ideally, you want this to be in the 20s and this to be in the 20s, and that's like a indication of a powerful site. But this tells me there's 23 domains that are actually pointing to these guys that actually have links to them. So here they are. These are their links. And I can see here the power of those links. Now, some of these links, I can actually maybe get the exact same link, right? But I can just tell you right now from looking at this, see all these zeros, that these guys are not doing anything, and this one's been deleted. Their one link that was somewhat powerful has been deleted, right? So they're not doing anything to actually push the rankings of their site. So let me show you one of mine. Let's just do, here we go. Tempe Family Dentistry is a dentist that I'm doing work for in Tempe. So here's all the backlinks pointing to his site. Check these out. All those really powerful sites, right? Like anything where these are in the 20s, 30s, that's really an incredibly powerful link. And so it's really about building those links, but then also you want to build links on relevant sites. So I'm going to get links on health related or somehow tattoo related sites, places like that. And just it's about, there's a huge science to it, and it would take me forever to explain, but basically, yeah, once the site is built and optimized and all that part is done, then it becomes about building links kind of every day, little by little, and then tweaking things and doing this and writing blog posts maybe to push more relevance to certain keywords. There's a lot that goes into it. But anyway, I think I can get you some results, like some amazing results for this. Basically, your phone's going to be, once I get it ranked, your phone's going to be blowing up like crazy, and you're going to have a whole new set of problems on your hands, like trying to hire people and train them to do microblading so that you can handle all the workload and continue to make more and more money. So, all right, let me show you some of my other results. So here's a good example that I think I told you about. We'll search tree removal surprise AZ, okay? Tree service surprise, boom, and boom. That's my site. Okay, now notice how it doesn't have an option for directions, right? That's because I've chosen to hide the address because it's not somewhere that people should go. Like I told you on the phone. I think I explained that. So when I build your site, it's not going to be like these guys and have a physical location that people would show up at, because I'm going to use some address that I get in Phoenix to verify it and get a listing. But you guys are actually in Glendale. So what's going to happen is people are going to call and be like, where are you located? And you're just going to have to explain over the phone that, hey, we're located in Glendale. Here's our address, or even better, just make an appointment over the phone so that they don't show up when you're super busy, I guess, and don't even have time for them. But so that's an example of one of mine. Let's do this. Towing Scottsdale. I think I told you about that guy right here. Scottsdale Tow Truck Company. Number one and number one. That guy gets a lot of phone calls. Here's another one. Window tinting, Yuma, Arizona. This guy right here. Starting to get blown up. Window tinting, Yuma. It's another one. I just did an appliance repair site for a guy in Jackson, Mississippi. Right there. Jackson Appliance Repair Company. Number one in Maps. And then let me actually just go in here and show you. So this is CallRail. This is where I use, it's like the call tracking. So basically I kind of own all these numbers that I buy, and that's what I attach to the site. So let me go back. Let me show you the surprise site. SurpriseTreeServices.com. Okay, so this number, this 623-300-2080. So that number, oops. Here you go, tree service surprise. So there's the number right there, right? So every time a call comes in, it's kind of tracked, and it's tracked, and it forwards to my guy's phone. But let me show you like Scottsdale Tow Truck Company. So this is 352 calls in the last 30 days. I have another towing site in Alabama, Mobile Towing Service, 689 calls. This guy gets super blown up with phone calls. Here's the appliance repair guy I just showed you, Jackson Appliance Repair Company, 134 calls. in the last 30 days. And keep in mind, like the search volume for these guys is not even close to Microblading Phoenix. So that's why I'm pumped about doing this for you, is because 480 searches a month for just that one term. That tells me that, man, like it's going to be a lot of calls that are coming in once we really get it ranked really well. So incredibly valuable, especially if every service is $450 and it takes you an hour and a half to 2 hours to do. So every day I get these notifications, like look, there's one right now. Mobile towing service got a phone call. You know, I get these in my Gmail. Those are all just phone calls. I get a notification every time a phone call comes in for a different company. So like just today alone, 72 calls came in across all the different sites that I'm working on, right? So hopefully that's a little, I guess, proof to show you that I know what I'm doing and this works. And I don't really know what else I can show you here, but basically I'm gonna take a look at these other sites and kind of go off of some of the stuff that they do if they're ranking really well. Like another thing I'd do is let's look at a different city, right? So Microblading Dallas. I think it just said 1,900 searches a month, which is insane. Yeah, wow. So I'll look at sites that are ranking, the top ranking sites there, and I'll look at their backlinks in here. And, you know, if it's kind of a no-brainer thing, like if links are ranking these guys and I can get those same links, then those are going to rank us, because at the end of the day, it's Google's algorithm. And if you fit in with what's fitting in for someone else, then it's going to work for you as well. But yeah, I don't know, I do a lot. I'm just really comprehensive really in what I do. I try to just blast out the competition in every area possible. Content, photos, reviews, backlinks, you know, everything. So there's a little bit of stuff along the way that I would need your help with, as far as like photos that you can send me that I can use would be incredibly helpful. And you know the industry way better than I do, so certain things when it comes to writing the content, I'll probably ask you questions about so that I can do it super well. But yeah, if this is something that kind of makes sense to you and you want to partner up on it, like whew, we could really make a killing together. So yeah, let me know. I'll send this over to you, and if you have any questions, I'll put my cell phone again in the email. But yeah, if you have any questions and whatever about how everything works, then we'll figure it out from there. I think I told you on the phone, the way I charge is, the way I've found to be successful is this. So if you were to go and call like an internet marketing company and say, hey, I want a website built and I want you guys to then rank that website for me, they're going to charge you like $5,000 to build a website, and then they're going to charge you every single month to rank it, like $1,000 a month or more. And the thing though is that puts there's no rush on them then to rank that website, because I mean, why should they hurry to rank it? They're still going to get $1,000 every single month while you're waiting for it to rank so that you get phone calls, right? So I found it a lot better to, I figure out, okay, it's going to cost me X amount of dollars from beginning to end to make it happen. So if you can fund that for me, then I will, that money goes all into the site. I don't really make anything, but I put my time and effort into it. And then we work out a deal where you pay me a percentage of the jobs that are landed based on the work that I do. That way it's like performance based, you know. I have to get this thing to rank if I'm going to really make any money off of it. So yeah, I'll email this over to you, and I'll also include the phone number of like my tree guy in Surprise, so you could talk to him and just as a reference or something. Okay? Thanks.